Have you ever had one of those gut feelings that you can't quite explain, that you know something isn't right? You feel it, you sense it. Everyone else around you thinks you're crazy, but you just know something isn't right or something is going to happen. Or have you ever had those moments in your life where you're doing something, the people you love are doing something, and in the blink of an eye, everything changes? Literally, within an instant, everything you understood drastically changes. And then you feel like you're not part of the world. You look around and everyone is carrying on with their life, but your life has drastically changed. And you feel like you're floating, and you almost feel like you're outside of everything that's happening. People are talking, but you're not really hearing them. You're there, but you're not. Hi guys, welcome back to Butterflies Don't Wear Underwear. The year is 2009, and I received the worst news that I could have possibly imagined. Honestly, I knew the day would come, but somehow I had convinced myself that maybe, just maybe, it never would. I got a telephone call while I was working from my sister, and she told me that my dad was in the hospital because it appeared that his kidneys were failing. At the time of this call, my dad was 90 years old, and he continues to this day to be my hero. He put up a valiant fight with prostate cancer that had seeped into his bones. He never complained, and he is still, to this day, the most courageous person I know. And just when I thought it can't possibly get any worse, approximately 11 months later, I discovered that my husband of 4.5 years was having a 3-year affair with a coworker. I remember feeling shattered and completely humiliated. Utter shock took over my being. I was shamed and embarrassed. And unfortunately, I knew I couldn't return to work. I asked for 3 months off. Taking time off was so difficult for me because I pride myself on being professional, responsible, and devoted at all times. I felt like I was letting everyone down, but I knew I couldn't possibly function mentally, emotionally, or physically. This tough Irish chick was collapsing into a pool of utter shame and worthlessness. Up until that point, some of my friends and family knew that I had engaged in a lot of spiritual practices, primarily revolving around something called automatic writing. This is when you can hear what spirits are saying. You put pen to paper, and then they write out the words. At this point, it doesn't matter if you believe me or not. I think what's more important is the acknowledgement of love in the universe. So, on this 3-month hiatus from work, I put pen to paper to chat with my mom, who had crossed into heaven when I was 10 years old. I was looking for any form of comfort or advice that she could offer me about my life. It was at this point that immediately an archangel by the name of Raziel came to speak to me. And let's face it, at that point, I thought I was batshit crazy. I thought, this is it, Colleen. You've snapped a gasket. You've gone crazy. Because that's what society teaches us. If you can't see it, feel it, or touch it, or talk to it, well then, it's not real. But I've come to realize in life that most of the important things, most of the valuable things, the things that touch our heart and touch our soul, are the simple things, the things that we don't accumulate, but rather the experiences that we have with other individuals and what is beyond what we can possibly comprehend with our logical mind. Still to this day, those lovely angels continue to grace me with their presence and assist me in transforming my own life and the lives of those who believe and graciously entrust me with their journey. All I can tell you is that they arrived at a time where I honestly didn't think I was going to make it. It's like one day your life is headed in one direction and you put faith and trust in others, and then the whole world comes crashing down around you. You don't have any stronghold or anything reliable. Everything that you knew disappears in the blink of an eye. Hey guys, I honestly don't know why they came to speak to me, but I guess on some level, they thought I still had work to do, still make contributions to make for myself and to others on what I always lovingly refer to as this crazy planet. I've been told everything. I've been told that I talk to demons, it's all in my imagination, etc. But I can tell you for 12 years, I've only been graced with love and conversations of goodness, kindness, integrity, forgiveness, and truthfulness. I've never been forced to do anything by angels. All I know is when I put pen to paper, these gracious energies light up my ears and my hands, and I'm filled with complete wonder, peace, gratitude, and humility beyond anything I could adequately put into words. I am so incredibly grateful for this gift and my ability to share it with others. It is part of who I am and will always be a part of who I am, and I'm proud to share it with you. If I can somehow transform or assist the lives of those who are struggling, honestly, I can think of no greater privilege on this planet. I'm no different than anyone else. I don't get to know the future, but what I do receive is gentle guidance through signs, sometimes through the voices of friends or family, or signs I've simply asked for, to bring me comfort in times of need. And honestly, this is available to everyone. We have to honestly think more like children and open our hearts. As adults, we try to rationalize everything into some logical explanation. But do you ever wonder why children always have imaginary friends? I truly believe it's because they're open and pure to endless possibilities. And wouldn't our life be more beautiful if we were as well? I absolutely love this story. It's an account of a woman. Her name is Paula, and she's performing Reiki on a client. And she said, I was giving this new client a Reiki treatment. My hands were focused on her body, as were my eyes. And then I felt a presence in the room. When I lifted up my head, I saw an angel step through the wall into the room. He was so very tall that he had to stoop so as not to bump his head on the ceiling. My first thought was, this must be the Archangel Michael, because I had once been told that archangels were tall. I don't know why I thought it was Michael. I was just sure it was. I wasn't sure that I should tell my client about the angel visitations, so I kept quiet. But before the session was over, the woman asked, have you ever sensed angels? I quietly answered, yes. As I continued to look over at the beautiful being of light that was sending enormous amounts of love and caring into the room. She then told me that she had always felt a strong connection to the Archangel Michael. So I told her he was in the room. It was an amazing experience. I have been personally so incredibly fortunate to have been chosen by angels to share their messages of light and love. And I just know the words and thoughts I'm sharing with you in my podcasts and quotes are all coming from their goodness and grace. That doesn't mean that life doesn't get tough and horrible at times. We all know it does. But the detours, the collapse, the tragedies are all heaven's way via your soul trying to take you to greater joy and happiness. Angels will never let you settle for less than you deserve. All you have to do is to be open to their loving guidance and support. So I guess the message that I wish to convey is that we're not alone. And that when you're speaking in your mind and in your heart and you're asking for assistance, you are being heard and you are loved more than you can possibly imagine. Mary Baker Eddy said, "When angels visit us, we do not hear the rustle of wings, nor feel the feathery touch of the breast of a dove, but we know their presence by the love they create in our hearts." I truly think the best things in life are the things that can't be explained, the things that leave us touched in some unexplainable way, to remind us that on some level we are being carried, loved, and protected. So this gives us the ability to go within our souls and nurture hope, faith, and it provides us with the courage to act in spite of uncertainty and take risks, and follow the thoughts in our hearts and not in our mind, so we can let go of fear, shame, dishonesty, and inaction. If you feel this message could help someone you know and love, please send it on, guys. I hope you have a phenomenal day, and never, ever forget to take off those underwear and keep flying.